Howdy, y'all. Tex here. Gonna be going for that dentist appointment here shortly. I figured I'd give y'all a little bit of a video here. So, I was remembering a story that I was talking about jobs I'd had with somebody, and one of them I only did it for a couple of weeks, maybe a month at most. I don't even remember, it was so long ago, but I actually was a repo man for a little bit. And we went out one day, and me and I think it was a guy's nephew. It was the owner of the company. It was like his nephew or something. We went out to pick up this Dodge Dakota, and went out there in tow truck. Went out in Dodge Dakota, and seen it up there. Now we was in a little Hick County type deal, country area, such type. In the city, they actually had a number that you could call if you were doing repos, but out in these counties like that, you just had to call 911. So this particular area didn't have cell phone reception. We pulled up kind of by with the tow truck, went down the street with it, and the guy went up the driveway, verified the VIN number. We had a key for the vehicle. He got in the truck, backed it out of the driveway, and we met down the gas station. I hooked the thing up to the tow truck, and the gas station, I did have cell phone reception, so I called 911, and I get the 911 dispatch on the phone, and I told her, yes, such and such with, such and such towing recovery service, and we're just at this address. And I mean, this woman on the phone starts laughing. And she says, yeah. She says, I know you were there. She says, they're on the other line right now reporting this truck stolen. I said, no, ma'am, it's not stolen. It's repossessed. She says, okay. I said, you have a good day. That was one story. Another story, we actually had a voluntary turnover, guy giving us keys and everything. It was a dually 4x4 long bed mega cab Dodge Ram diesel. So, and mega cabs were 4 full-size doors. A lot of those crew cab trucks, the rear doors are smaller now. The front and the back doors were the same size on this thing. Thing's huge, long as a school bus type deal. I had a Ford F450 regular cab as a tow truck. We pick this daggum truck up, and this guy hands the keys over. He's like, well, he says, it ain't got no fuel in it. Big old diesel truck, mind you. So I started up, drive it up there to the street, and I mean, this thing's completely on E. I don't even know how it started. So I said, well, I'm going to have to hook this thing up to the tow truck. No big deal. But man, I thought it was going to pull a wheelie, that little old tow truck, hauling that big old huge truck behind it, But yeah, it was some fun times, I guess, doing repo. I didn't like it. There wasn't enough money in it to do it. Of course, you're over there repo, and nobody wants to. I mean, nobody wants to deal with you, obviously, because you're going over there and getting a car. And they want their car. They don't want to pay for their car, but they want their car. I tell you, y'all, I only did this for about a month, and I got a few other stories out of it. Here's another one for you. I made contact with a guy at their work, and finally got a hold of them, and they said, well, the car's over here. They said, you're going to need a flatbed to take it out of there. And I think it was a Mitsubishi Eclipse or something like that. So I went down there, found this car, and sure enough, it had been rolled over. You could tell. I mean, it was just trashed. There was no towing it back on a wheel lift. You had to have a flatbed out there. So I called the boss man, told him that, and I sent a picture. Of course, this is back when I still had, Nextel phone. This was way back when, so the picture wasn't all that good. But he said, okay, And then I had one where I took a Chevy pickup truck at night, and he had just come back from camping. So I took his truck, and man, I bagged all this stuff up, and I read the paperwork wrong. It wasn't ever supposed to go back to the yard. It was supposed to go straight to auction. I said, whoops. So yeah, they're not happy about all that stuff. We had the inventory and everything like that. And then I also had one where I went and I found a car, and I went around back. Went down this back alley. As I go down that back alley, y'all, I look in the back of this house, and they're having some kind of get together out there, like a barbecue, right? And I come find out when I went back around there, because I had tried to get in this car and start it up and drive it off because I had the key. But it's one of these Dodges that basically, you had to have a computer chip. So it'd start the car. When you go to drive off with it, it cut off and stop. So that's when I was going around back trying to hook up to it and go. And man, I tell you what, when I went around that back and I come around to the front, that entire party was standing out in front of that house. I just kept on driving. I said, not today. I ain't getting beat up. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and post this video. I don't know if I'm going to get any more posted. I didn't make any more. And I don't know what kind of shape I'm going to be in after this getting 8 teeth pulled today. But y'all have a good one. Bye.